Come on. It should be live now, right? I'm waiting for that live signal. So it might be live right now, and you're watching me right now. And but the the message hasn't changed. It's just still. It's saying going live. It's not saying, oh, okay, now I'm live. Hi, my name is Valentino Zubiri. I'm an artist and writer. And if you're a trader or if you're a day trader, you probably noticed the stocks going up and up and up, right? But it's not exactly going up and up. It goes up and down. And so I'm guessing, for example, if you're new to stock trading, you notice that you're alone, right? You're on your own. You have to watch the numbers on your own and make your calls on your own, right? Now, I have an idea that wherein everyone is on the same boat, okay? And the prices don't fluctuate. If you haven't diversified anyway, you probably should, and my suggestion is get into art. But this is what I call hashtag valzubiriagenda. Get into art that follows hashtag valzubiriagenda. I'm going to show you some numbers, as you can see on screen. So we artists can make an announcement of scarcity. If you're not familiar with the art, that's okay. For example, if you go on Wikipedia and look up Picasso, it will say that he made 36,000 works in his lifetime. Okay, so art doesn't circulate like, it's not like all of his artwork circulates at the same time. Okay, there's two groups of people who buy art, people and institutions. Just remember too that besides people, there would be investors, businesses, nonprofits, for-profits, funds, hedge funds, pension funds, etc., that invest in art as well. Okay. So my thing, which is the hashtag valzubiriagenda, we follow a few pointers. Okay, so let me tell that to you now. We announce our scarcity, and for example, comparing to myself to Picasso, I really just want to make 6,500 works. Okay, but because of that, I can make an announcement of a schedule of increasing prices. And art's not regulated, and it's global, and it's portable. And what that means is you can sell to the next investor anywhere in the world, and you can just ship it. It's not like what do you call that? It's not like houses. You know, houses are grounded, so it's not like real estate. Now, there's something else too with this. I can stick to the price, and it's unregulated. We can increase in an exponential way. Okay, so it's incremental would be, for example, 50,000, then 100,000, and then 150,000, and then 200, 250, 300. We can choose that way, but it's not good for the later investors. With this, so we go from 50 to 100, 200, 400. Actually, I can even jump from 50 to any price I want, but I feel like this is the more realistic thing we can do. Okay, so it's 50, 100, 200, 400, 800, 1.6, 3.2, 6.4, 12.8, 25.6, 51.2. Now, if you're impatient, just like me, you know, I don't want to die making art. I want to get this done, over with, and then do something else, like, I don't know, watch TV. Okay, so this is where you can come in. This is the lazy man's way of making so much money. Okay, what you do is you invest in me, for example, or any artist you like. Except I started it all, you know, and then you should be. This is the calm before the storm. If this trends, and all the artists and investors like yourself, and artists like me, and investors and art collectors and everyone else, resellers, get into this, it's going to become a worldwide art movement. That's why it's worth it that I'm doing this now. Okay, So we go 50, 100, 200, right? The works will stay the same, right? So we're going to be going from these prices, but I'm going to stick to a standardized number here. So that way, snowball effect hopefully will happen. Okay, how do you do that? You get something from me, and then you tell 10 others. And then even if you can imagine, even if 2 people or 2 institutions get something, right, for the 10 that you told, they'll tell 10 other people or institutions, right? And that can snowball into the higher prices sooner than you would expect. So now compare your numbers with whatever you're investing right now, and compare that with the possibility of reaching this much per art piece. See, I dare not go beyond this because we haven't reached this area yet. But once we reach around here, I'm going to be more confident with regards to announcing the next price. And obviously, I won't be announcing like $100 million for this one, right? We can do anything, we can do more, because you're probably going to be in this area here. See, that's more than this that you're going to be investing right now, because that's my current price right now at this much. Now, here's the thing. My suggestion, okay, if you can afford 6, get 6, and I'll give you a 7th, right? Now wait for this price. Get your pen, paper, and calculator, right? Wait for this price and resell that one single work. And so form your group. For example, if you can't afford 6, then you can afford 1, right, or 2. Form your group and let me know. And then wait for that one piece to go up in value right here, right? And even at 400, if it costs you like 300,000 for 6, then give a discount to the next investor. Okay. And the nice thing about that is, as opposed to my current asking price, which would be this, you give the next investor a discount. They'll get yours. You know why? Because my art isn't done yet. Okay, and that's not the weak point. That's the strong point. You're going to be holding the contracts, which is the art commission, and that's what you're going to be trading. Okay. Now, you may have heard of the Tulip Mania of 1637. This is almost like that, except it's not. Okay. But I've been asked about that, and I've studied the Tulip Mania. That's why I'm using it as an example, or as a point of comparison. Tulips can be made and propagated by as many as everyone, and it'll be the same tulip. But with art, you concentrate on the same artist. So you basically gang up on the same source, which is, in this case, somebody like me or myself, right? And that's how the higher price can get reached. And as you can see, this thing, some people say more and more people are getting rich every day, right? So I can see this happening, and I can also see the higher prices happening, especially if I make sure that it happens, right? What I'm suggesting is that I standardize my art so everyone gets the same size. I make dolls, and I'm proposing dioramas, which would have the backdrops, and I'm also proposing to add gemstones, precious metal like gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and so we're hoping for the higher prices simply because I can upgrade the gold and whatever I would add into these prices here. If I get this much, if we get to this point as soon as possible, and I still haven't delivered your art, I can upgrade whatever you have, right? So that will be competitive all the way to, hopefully, all the way to here. Okay. Now here's something else. This is part of the hashtag valzubiriagenda. Anyone can do this. Make an announcement, right? like me, I just want 6,500 and then I want to stick to these prices if I can, right? No guarantees, I can still change it. I still reserve that right. But we have to be a little more strict. It's your money, right? So part of the hashtag valzubiriagenda is that I am promoting and encouraging everyone to get into publishing. And it's easy to get published now. It's easy, but it's not, okay? Writing is kind of difficult. It's you have to get into you have to train yourself to be a writer of books. So I'm encouraging artists, investors, art collectors, and everyone else who gets involved. You can come up with your books too. So, for example, if you invest in me and everyone else, you can come up with your book of art, see? So there are 4 types of books that we can come up with. Memoirs, biographies, art books, and art catalogs. Now, the good thing about art catalogs is you can have 200 art pieces from 200 artists. You come up with your own catalog, and that's the catalog that you can hand out to cafes, restaurants, everywhere who wants to sell your art. Okay, so that's your convenience, and I'm giving you the the freedom to include my work in any books, any type of book, or not just catalogs, and any if you want to do T-shirts and whatever, you can do that. You don't have to wait for me to die and wait for another 75 years, just so you can use the image. So that's your work, that's your art, it's your money. So when you collect your 200 works from 200 artists, make sure that you require for them to follow the hashtag valzubiriagenda, because eventually, if you publish your book, you should already have permission to publish their works, just like me. Okay. Now, so I just told you we publish memoirs, biographies, art books, and art catalogs. So you don't have to do that. But myself as an artist, I have to do that, right? So my future works will be in catalogs, and I do have my memoirs. I'm claiming to be the current living contemporary artist in the world who's the most memoirs that have the perspective of a visual artist. And you can use that. Now, here's the thing. What's funny is just the knowledge or the thought that I do have my books, and I will also produce more books in the future. That's good enough, for you to tell the next person. And everyone has the freedom to get my books and other people's books on Amazon and elsewhere. And so I can show you my books right here, just so you'll have an idea. And so let me move this. Let's just move this one. Okay, so I have this Wonder. Can you see that? Is it focusing? No. Okay, I have Wonder. I have Batman the Musical. Now, some California companies have noticed that, but I kind of see it as becoming a musical on stage. Now, there's Hocus Pocus Lately, which is my more paranormal memoir, and 1 Hour Mentors, right there. Okay. See, you don't need to read my books, just the knowledge that, okay, here's valzubiriagenda. I wrote this with Silver Perez. And so I have 5 that I consider part of my Memoirs of an Artist series, and I'll come up with even more. So if you buy anything from me now, right, if you acquire anything, you have the knowledge, you have the, what do you call that? You're rest assured that I'm going to be continuing to work for you as I keep writing, and I keep coming up with more projects. Okay, so let me show you a sample of an art catalog of, obviously I don't have one, right? But I made one for Richard Lau. Oops, can you see that? Okay. Now, he had 273 works that we photographed, and so this is the book. Okay, I'm sorry if I don't want to adjust my camera. Okay, so this is a book of original works, right? Which any cafe or any location or seller can have. And if you come up with your own catalogs, then it's probably going to look like this too, except that you're selling the entire book, right? The collection in the entire book. Okay. Now there are no prices because the prices will be announced as they come up. They go up in value. Now because he had 273 works, I divided it into 133 and 140 works. See, 140 works. So they're the same images jumbled up. Okay. And so from a collection of 273, came up with 3 books. Okay, so I guess I can cut this now, and if you have any questions, I'm gonna show you my email address. Okay, if you have any questions, I'm always on Facebook Messenger, right? So you can ask me questions there. And obviously, you know, now that I'm, and here's my email. I don't check my email every day, so I would prefer for you to friend me and then ask me questions on Facebook Messenger. We're gonna be keeping in touch anyway, because as your turn comes, as I make, you know, the art, we're gonna keep in touch. You know, so, and we'll always be in touch. You know, you can ask me questions, and as soon as I get transferred to hopefully a warehouse, you're welcome to visit me and see what I'm up to. Now, so look for me, Facebook Messenger, Facebook, Valzubiri. Okay. What else can I tell you? I guess that's it for now. And now, look, obviously, go get your pen, paper, and calculator, and then show this to your friends and your business partner. And my suggestion, once again, is get 6 and form a group of 6, and I'll give you a 7th one. Okay. And if you can't afford anything here, if you can't afford this price, that's okay. Keep in touch with me, because if you for example have no people, or you want to be a reseller, then by all means, you know, you can do that. If you know people, you can refer me to. I'll give you a 10% finder's fee. And once again, we're early on, and this is my third video related to third live stream video related to #valzubiriagenda. Oh, here's something else. Okay, so this might, you know, with this, a snowball effect might happen, right? Now you're going to be trading paperwork. Okay, I said that already, and then what else can I tell you? What else am I supposed to tell you? I can't remember. You're trading, and okay, I guess that's it for now. You know, and I'll make more videos in the future. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell notification. And most importantly, if you are very curious about this and you want to get into an agreement with me, oh, now I remember. Okay, piggybacking. Okay, piggybacking. I used to be what's called an assistant actuary. What I did was do the dirty work. We computed pension based on how many years a person's been working and salary. Okay. Now here's the thing. I'm promoting this to pension funds, and not only pension funds. You know, if you Google pension funds, they need billions of dollars. Okay, that's less than $1 trillion. That's more than what you need, right? If you're somebody who's going to be a retail investor here. Okay, now here's what I'm proposing the pension funds. Get 200 works at this price. It'll cost them $10 million, right? Now, have it valuated at this much, because once again, this is the announced schedule of increasing prices. Everyone is looking at this. You're not the only person who's like analyzing these numbers. Everyone all over the world is saying, hey, you know what, valzubiriagenda is making an announcement, not only of scarcity, but increasing prices. So everyone's working on the numbers, and we can form a group and say, hey, let's reach the next and the next and the next. We'll do something fun. And this is your lazy man's way to making this much. Compare that with your current investments, right? Why am I saying that? Imagine for pension funds, they're desperate to produce money, right? So they get something from me, 200 works. They will keep that and put it in a vault. The thing is, as soon as they get it, knowing full well that this is the future valuation, they can valuate the work, the paperwork alone, to this much, and bring it to their financial institution. Now, even if the financial institution that they're borrowing money from, even if they valuate it at this much, as soon as they turn around and take the paperwork to their rate, all they need, well, I'm suggesting if it's going to be valued at this and they need $10 billion, then by all means, get 800 works at this price. See? So that's reasonable enough, right? But chances are, if we reach this much, then they quadrupled what they were expecting to get. And then if we go past that to a much higher value, then what do you think can happen? So this is on a per artist basis. Anyone can do this, and some artists would go lower, right? Now, if you're a store, you can sell my work, right? And there's no exclusivity. You can, if you and all your neighboring stores and offices and individuals can sell me, can represent me, and I'll come up with a system wherein everyone gets a share of commission. Okay. Now the good thing about that is you may be holding your paperwork, and you can approach all these places as well. So not only would they be able to be the ones to sell my work, but they can sell your work too. See? All you need is to publish your what do you call that? Your catalogs, and if you want to promote yourself even more, then write your memoir and biography. Okay? It adds to the values of what you have. That will be the assumption. Once this becomes an art movement, we'll come up with standardized, speculations. But this is a safe speculation right here. It's fixed. I as the source of the work, not only will be scarce, but I'll stick to the prices. And every once in a while, maybe give a discount or something, but it's never gonna go down. See. So that's where we're at right now. And please watch me, watch my other videos. I'll talk about writing, publishing, what software to use. When we get to the more comfortable places, I'll be able to hire professionals who can help edit, write with you, and design your book, take photographs. I'll be able to get the right software with the right licenses and all that. And that's what I'm really hoping to happen, because I'd like to help everyone, and I think it's a great idea right here, this one. So share this video with a friend or with your business partner and see if it works. And if you guys think it's logical to get into this, and if you have an open mind and you're open to new ideas, this is it. And so we're not just worried about don't just worry about your expenses. Worry about, because if you worry about your expenses, you focus on your expenses, you're fixated on that small amount of money, right? And once you earn that much money, your expenses are going to catch up with you again. And my suggestion here is Focus on the higher numbers. There's safety in numbers. This is like bandwagon effect with a good idea. Okay? And we're also doing the snowball effect. And we're like the tulip mania, except that the source of the tulips would be one single artist. If you don't know anything about tulip mania, just look for it. 1637 tulips. There's an article, there's an entry on Wikipedia you can read. And now you're trading the paperwork, the tulips, my art will be stored, and as they get finished, you and I will be interacting, so you know what to expect. I can keep it for a while, okay? So you wouldn't have to worry about the art piece getting to you anytime soon, because it's more from trading the paperwork. To be honest with you, if that's what you're focused on, don't worry about the art. You can trust me on that. Okay. Thanks, appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.